Chester County is a swing county in a swing state. It's important because, as you mentioned, it's one of those so-called collar counties, those suburban areas around Philadelphia, which actually make up a fifth of the voting population of the entire state. And the decisions that the voters make at the polls here today can make a critical difference in which way the state goes. Now, as a state, Pennsylvania has gone Democratic the last 7 out of 10 presidential contests. Among the registered voters in the state, 4.2 million are Democrats compared to 3.3 million Republicans. And while the latest polls show Clinton in the lead, Pennsylvania is still considered a battleground, very much so. Part of the reason, outside the urban centers of Philadelphia and Pittsburgh, many voters are feeling economic pain, in some cases from the loss in manufacturing jobs, in other cases coal miners who are working in a shrinking industry. Of the 4 critical collar counties, Chester County is the real battlefield. While it typically votes Republican in presidential elections, the county voted for Obama in 2008, but then chose Romney by just 529 votes back in 2012. This time around, both candidates have spent a lot of time courting voters here. Many of the voters we talked to say they aren't necessarily sold on one candidate.
I'm voting for Donald Trump, not because he was necessarily what I would consider the ideal individual, but I'm voting for an administration. I'm really voting for policies.
I'm voting for Hillary Clinton. She's had a life of public service, and I think that she's by no means perfect, but I'm not voting for her based on her personality so much as the fact that she's had a really credible political life and career.
Interestingly enough, we actually talked to about 24 voters, and most of them told us that they've actually voted for both Democrats and Republicans in the past, that they consider themselves independent, and most of them said that they plan on voting straight ticket.